headphones. Oh man, gotta go get them now. My allergies are bothering me today. They're bothering me bad. Good morning. How are you doing today? What in the world, son? What's the day looking like? Mama Badik. Hopefully, is the audio still good? How about now? How's the audio now? Still no good? Alhamdulillah. Bro, my neck hurts since yesterday. Really bad. Well, it's not my neck. It's like upper part of the back. I think it might be a nerve or something. It might be a nerve. Man, I left my my earbuds. I left my earbuds, so I'm gonna go get them. I'm gonna go get them now. I said, let me leave the house this morning and just be ready for Jumma later, because usually I go back home, Hassan, and take a shower and stuff like that, and then get ready. But I'm like, I'm gonna be ready for now. And go to the masjid later and make wudu there, and then take it from there. I don't feel like going back home later on today to take a shower and stuff. So I'm like, let me take a shower now, get it out the way. Icy hot patch. That's a good idea, actually. You gave me a good idea. I might get one and put it. Does it help with nerve stuff or just muscle? Because I think it's the nerve. I did ran the hot water in the I did run the hot water today in the shower. I just let it run down the back here for a while. And I was doing some stretches. Ladies and gentlemen, and those who are not sure, if it's your first time here, please let me know where you're joining from. We're live from Florida. On a beautiful Friday. And please hit the like button if you'd be so kind. So that's a little warmer today than it's been the past like 2 weeks. New York City. Is the snowstorms over in New York? I saw some clips. There was a whole bunch of snow going on. A whole bunch of snow. Let's slow down here on the school zone. School zone. You know, here they mounted cameras on the school buses. So if you don't stop when they're stopped with the stop open, you'll get a ticket. They got the school buses got cameras now outside. Above freezing in New York. You kidding? That's still going on? Man, it's been snowing over there for how long? It's been over a week now then, right? Has to have been over a week if you're talking about New York. It's a long time for it to be snowing. Who else got what? Are you checking out the American countryside so you can report back to the Muslim brother in the Middle East? No. You took time out of your day to write that stupidity? Oh boy. Welcome to the internet. You get all kinds of people. No snow. It's going to be plus 10 Celsius today in New York City. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. See, that bus right there is stopped where the stop's out, but there's a medium. So as long as there's a medium, nobody has to stop. But if there's no medium and you don't stop, even if it's like main roads, doesn't even have to be like residential little roads, no, just main roads. It's snowfill here in Tajikistan. You guys got mountains out there? Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. FBI Milwaukee's in the building. Oh, so about the lady that this guy shot in the face. I hear that she had a 5-year-old son, and his father had died already. His father had passed away. So now the child now does not have any parents. Thanks to Mr. Clip. Thanks to the individual who was attempting to play Clark Kent and get in front of a vehicle is about to flee. and draw his gun and shoot a woman in the face. So now the 5-year-old boy has no parents. Yeah. So for those of you defending, she tried to use the car as a weapon, which she didn't because she was driving away from the guy. Bullshit. Okay, and I have eyeballs. Nobody's going to convince me of anything different than what I saw. I hope that guy gets to serve some time, because that's BS. That could have been prevented and he didn't. And then another report came out that he was something similar happened, and he shot at the back of a car, or he was hanging from the back of a car. That's why I call him Clark Kent. As the car was fleeing away, he was in the back of the car, like hanging onto it. What's wrong with this guy? Where in the training part did he miss? If there's a fleeing vehicle, do not cling onto it and do not try to freaking stop it from the front. What's wrong with you? So now there's a 5-year-old boy without parents. I don't side with the Democrats on almost nothing, barely anything. But this is one of those things that I side with the Democrats. This is one of those things that I side with the mayor of Minneapolis. So I was listening to his the press conference he was giving. This is probably the 1% that I side with the Democrats on when something like this happens. And I'm not saying my stance would be the same if she actually tried to run the cop over. If she actually tried to run him over, then my stance would be a little different. But that's not what happened. She was trying to drive away from him. You can see when she turned the wheel, and his protocol, police protocol, is not for you to stand in front of a fleeing vehicle. So, and I've seen the video from different angles. I've seen the video in slow motion. He had plenty of time to get the hell out of the way. He saw her backing up and then put it on drive. It doesn't take a rocket science to realize this woman is about to flee. And as she's fleeing, she's turning the wheels away from the guy. So I hope he gets to serve time. He's probably not going to, because Trump is going to pardon him. But now you have a kid without parents because of you got a little ICE agent coward. He's a coward, and shout outs to the ICE agents that do their job properly, and they're not power hungry, right? Shout outs to those, because I am all for if anybody's here illegally, they have to go back. I'm all for it. This is why I say the killing of this woman is probably the 1% of the time that I'll agree with Democrats. That woman did not need to be shot in the face. That could have been 100% prevented. If it wasn't icy out, he would have been run over. You're an idiot. See, you are an evil person, because you can see the video. You can see the woman put her wheels away from the guy. You can see the guy and standing in front of the car that he's not supposed to, right? It is not, look it up. It is not, they tell you the opposite. Do not stand of a fleeing vehicle. It's common sense, but they actually tell you this in training. You're not supposed to stand at any point in front of a vehicle trying to stop a vehicle, not like this, not like this, nothing like this. Once you see a vehicle is about to flee, you're supposed to get the hell out of the way. So it could have been prevented. Of course, she's in the wrong for trying to flee. I've said this a million times. But my point is, that woman did not deserve to get shot in the face. Now, she did this. The guy standing here, right? She's trying to get around him, clearly in the video. Has she done this towards the guy and hit the gas, I would have nothing to say. I would have nothing to say. Oh, she was clearly trying to run him over with a car. Well, sorry, lady, but that's not what happened. See? But insincere people and hypocrites are going to try to twist something that is not there. They do the same thing with their scripture, by the way, like the Pharisees. These are the same Christians that are going to be, what about when Jesus said, I'm going back to my God and your God? No, he actually meant this. They twisted scriptures, right? These are evil people. These are not real Christians. People that twist the scriptures, they're not real Christians. But they'll do the same thing for anything that fits their agenda. Oh, I am Republican, so I have to agree, and I have to defend all the nonsense my party does. By the way, I'm a conservative myself, but I'm anti-bullshit too. I'm not a hypocrite. Even as a conservative, I can say that's wrong. I can say I believe 95% of police are good people and they do their job right, while also acknowledging there's 5% that are the bad apples and they give the good ones a bad rep, right? I can say there are good conservative politicians, while also acknowledging there's some that are trash, like Lindsey Graham. Yeah. So you don't have to be like, oh, just because I agree with this party, if I disagree once on this wrong thing that they did, all of a sudden I'm not Republican anymore. No, bro, it's okay to call out the BS. Yeah. Don't be a hypocrite. Bad is wrong is wrong. But man, now I feel for that little boy. 5 years old, no parents. His dad passed away. His mom gets shot in the face by an ICE agent, something that could have been prevented. 100%. I hope the prosecutors have a field day with that guy. And they are. One, he should have not been in front of the car. Oh no, but he was, because somebody said this yesterday. He's like, no, he was like really he was really to the left. He wasn't in front of the car. I said, okay, so that's even a less reason to shoot her, because the more you say he's to the left, the safer he is, right? So, and if he's in the front, he's not supposed to be there because protocol tells him to do the opposite. So either way, there's no reason for him to be where he was. And he did come to a complete stop because the video shows it. So, but that's what I'm saying, bro. People that agree with that guy shooting that woman in the face, they're evil people. They're evil people because you don't hear these people share an ounce of sympathy for that woman. Not an ounce. Oh, she should have fled. I agree. She should have fled. And she tried to kill him. That's it. That's their narrative. There's no like, damn, a woman lost his life. A 5-year-old boy now is without parents. She was in the wrong, but you could say she was in the wrong by fleeing. But you don't have to make things up by saying she tried to run him over and she deserves to get shot in the face. Like you're a psychopath, bro. You would do very well in the IDF military. You are a psychopath. You are the type of person that would put a cat in the microwave alive. You are the type of person that will shoot up a school without remorse. You are that type of person. You have those traits. No sympathy. Well, and then you making things up. You're saying that she tried to run him over when your eyeballs are telling you she wasn't. She was fleeing for her end, but she was trying to go away from. So to support your ego, because you don't want to be wrong, you say that she tried to run him over, despite the fact that your eyes are telling you the opposite. It's crazy, bro. That's just insane. Yo, thank you for the super chat, man. This is not a head towel. You ever seen a towel this thin? How can a towel be this thin? Are you slow? If anything, say a tablecloth. You must be slow. Yeah, it's not gonna dry very well. What kind of towel will this be? See, if you're gonna be a troll, at least you have to be a good troll. You can't even troll right. Is there anything you do right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are not sure, let me go get I'm just gonna go in the house real quick to get my AirPods. 1 second, because I have to disconnect. I think I'm just gonna leave it here, because if I don't leave it here, I might lose connection. I'll be back real quick in a second.